Good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful day and we've got a project to do. So let's see what we got. All right, so got the tag team here. I got Munchie, I got the green monster, and we got a lot. And this is what we got to do. So we got to mow this lot. And then the client also wants like the vines and stuff around the trees. They want as much of the vines and stuff that I can kind of get without damaging the trees gone. So to do that, I brought the mulcher. Instead of having to do all that by hand and try to get it on the ground, it's just easier just to kind of knock it down with the mulcher. And I could have come over here with the skid steer and mowed this with that, but I was really worried. There's a lot of concrete in here. There's a lot of little pieces of concrete and stuff like that, and this will throw some stuff, but that mower will really chuck, you know, the mower on the skid steer, the MTL, will really chuck something, especially a rock. And I've got a parking lot. I got a couple parking lots over here. This is just a little easement road, but there's a parking lot over here full of cars. This guy's parked on the street, and there's also a parking garage over there. So I felt like this might be the better option to not throw stuff, since it's got that guard. I'll drop the guard, and also to kind of help me whip around, you know, kind of maneuver around these trees and stuff like that. It's not a very big lot. Most of the stuff out here in the middle is not really anything heavy. It's just a lot of kind of ivy and saw greenbrier. It's nothing real heavy. And then, you know, I'll make kind of big circles around the trees because I can get all that with the mulcher. And we're going to clean up this back line a little bit back here. And that's really about it. Not much to it. I've already been through here, picked up as much of the trash as I could find, and hopefully it's pretty clean other than some rocks and stuff in here. So I'll just have to be vigilant with that. So that's what we got. So let's get started. All right, that turned out well. Mower took care of most of this stuff in the middle. I didn't worry too much about getting too tight around the trees. Like I said, I gotta come back around with the mulcher and handle all that. But yeah, the mower handled this middle section pretty good. I'm gonna have to get that by hand. Somebody dumped a bunch of plaster right there, and it's got a bunch of metal mesh in it. So I'm gonna have to do that by hand. I got the little metal bit weed eater with me, so I'll handle that. But let's jump on Munchie and start getting around these trees squared away. The mower worked really good for this. I wouldn't want to do something like this every day with that mower, but when I need it to do stuff like this, it handles it really well. The big thing to look out for is just make sure you don't hit trash and rocks. But the actual vegetation itself, it cuts pretty well. The blades probably need a little bit of a sharpen. Kelly's been running it out there at the farm a good bit, but for this, I was like, it'll work. If I need to go back over something really quick, no big deal. All right, let's get started. right, everybody, we are done. This job is finito. The client came by yesterday around 4 or so and looked at everything. I wasn't quite done. About 15 minutes before the client got here, I blew one of the hydraulic lines on the mulcher, coming out down the arm to the mulcher. I snagged it on that tree over there somehow, and it ripped it off the arm, and it was the side of the open side of the mulcher. The last 2 times I've blown that out, it's been on the back side of the mulcher, so when the line falls over, it doesn't really harm anything. But this time it was on the front side, and when it fell over, the hydraulic line went right into the mulcher and shredded it. So I had to go get a whole new line and a couple of new parts. I had to get two new heads as well. When the line blew and the pressure let out, for some reason the quick couplings locked together, and the people over the hydraulic shop could not get them to come back apart. So I had to buy 2 new quick connect fittings as well. So that was about a $220 screw up right there. But that's mulching, that's life, that stuff's gonna happen. I've had that happen. I've snagged those lines 3 times in about 14 months of doing mulching work, maybe around 350 hours worth of mulching. So it does happen, but it's not super common. And the last 2 times I just had to buy 2 little parts, but this time I had to get a whole new line. And those heads are expensive. But I picked up as much of the trash as I could, but they were real happy. When they came by yesterday, I only had just a few more of these trees to mulch around and clean up around, but they were really happy with everything. They said it looked great. And the last person that came in here and cleaned it up didn't do a very good job. They didn't clean up around the trees very well. They just weren't happy with it at all. And so that wasn't that long ago, and then it all grew back up. But they came over yesterday and were super happy. So they're happy, I'm happy, and that's that. So I got a couple bags of trash to pick up, and we are out of here. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Nice little tag team job for the mower and the mulcher. Quite the dynamic duo. It'd be cool if I could pull them both on the trailer, but I can't, not quite enough room. So, but yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Fun little video, fun project, turned out well, and I'm out. It's Friday. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you on the next one. Bye, everybody.